Here speeding means overspeeding. We need not say overspeed in English. He was fined for speeding. Next one, how do you go to work? Before that, the word work. Yesterday I told you, no plural for work, no plural for work, cleaning, cooking, dishwashing, etc. All put together work. Okay, back at home. Here in the office, say going to class, teaching, checking your assignments, giving you back the paper, preparing the mark list. Even then, all these work together for the teachers, it is only work, not works. Nobody can say, I have a lot of works in the department. No. I have a lot of work in the department. She had visitors yesterday, and she had a lot of work at home. All these in and out of house is all put together work. That I told you yesterday. Then works means Kalidasa's works, Munshi Premchand's works, the artistic works displayed there. Okay, Taj Mahal is a work of art. A work of art. Kutab, another one. That is one thing yesterday I told you. The other one is the word work. We have to say at work. Where is dad? Where is dad? At work. Where is dad? At work. We in India, we used to say he went to office. When I asked you, where is dad? He went to office. Even more specifically, we answer, he went to that particular place. Or we may give the details of the work. In the English culture, one thing we should be very careful while interacting with the West. They don't give us their personal details like we Indians do. Two cultures, right? Even if a Westerner taught you for 3 months continuously, you will not get any idea about his marital status, about his children or family, etc. But here I have given you almost all details in public. Total number of members in my home, likes and dislikes. We Indians have this habit of sharing personal details. It is part of our culture. Nothing wrong, only good. But after meeting a young woman or even a little older woman for say about a month or so, I am not supposed to ask her, are you married? Even in my age, I should not ask a Western woman, are you married? Or how many children do you have? Nothing. If she discloses something, you get it. You shouldn't ask anything about the family life, children, not even job. If he or she tells you something, you know. Personal inquiring, personal details are strictly prohibited in their culture. And we people make a lot of mistakes by inquiring. If a man asks, are you married? Then she will be asking herself, of course, why should this fellow know whether I am married or not? Is he going to marry me? This is what she would be asking herself inside. Never we should inquire the details of the personal life of a person from the West. This is very strictly prohibited for them. Next one, how do you go to work? Yeah, I was talking about work. So we usually say went to office or say went to railway station or say all details of the work. In English, all that you have to do is dad is at work. Not even gone. At work. 2 words. Everything is over. If the other person asks the details, where does he work? He is a school teacher. Otherwise, we won't say dad has gone to school. No, dad has gone to work. Or where is dad? dad is at work. He'll be coming in half an hour. Only on second inquiry, the person knows that your dad is a teacher at a school. And they won't ask. Next, how do you go to work? I usually go by bus. I usually take a bus also is okay. Both are correct. I usually take a bus. The smell of petrol makes my stomach. Sorry. Sorry, I usually go. Yes. I usually go by bus, not a bus. I usually go by bus, or I usually take a bus. Yeah. Right. Thank you. I usually take a bus. I usually go by bus. The smell of petrol makes my stomach turn. Stomach turn. Yes, stomach turn. Can we take a break now? Yes, can we take a break now? I think it is worth making an effort. I think it's worth making an effort. Decision, the word decision. Again, in English, decision, we usually in India say to make a decision. Because in Hindi or in our language, it is like that, to make a decision. But better in English it is, we usually say to take a decision. To take a decision or to take a decision. This is better. To make a decision is better, more English. We usually say take a decision. Again, so many related things. In English, you can take a rest. In Hindi, we simply take rest. We cannot take a rest in Hindi. Have a fever. Have a fever. Not possible in Hindi or Indian languages. Then an illness. An illness, possible in English. Let me go and take rest. Let me go and take rest. That is Indian English. Let me go and take a rest is English. Next one, number 9. In each of the sentences below, there is some redundancy. Redundancy means repetition. Repetition. Redundancy. Repetition. Read them carefully and delete the redundant words. They refilled their glass again. They refilled their glass again. Common mistake. Re means again. Yesterday I told you how many times the picture is repeated. And you told me 3 times. No. 1 plus 2. One picture was original, twice repeated. So, they refilled their glasses. They refilled their glasses. Or they filled their glasses again. They filled their glasses again. Better, they refilled their glasses. Next one. Please remember, all over India, please remember to return after use. The word back is there in return. Next one. She kept repeating the question again and again. She kept repeating the question. First again also is, second also is not necessary. Will you please resend the mail again? Delete again. Will you please resend the mail? Next one. A lizard can regenerate its tail again. Delete again. My office refunded. Delete back. Delete back. They are very useful because they are all common Indian mistakes. Come on, 3 or 4 of you. Come. Help me. You are helping me. Come. If 2 of you can together present something, plan it and come. Something imaginative and or 2 or 3. Yeah. Before forgetting, all of you are going to take group discussions as part of your exams in future. Whatever your subject is going to be, group discussions are going to be part of final exams. GD is part of. It came to all syllabus only recently, during the last 20 years. Otherwise, it was only part of MBA, etc. Now it is part of English, Hindi, BA, everywhere. One good way to start GD is 3 or 4 of you sit, as I usually tell you, in a place and start talking about informal things. The hostel food, any other such small things to begin with. If you practice this one, you get rid of the fear. In the GD, 2 things matter, or let us say 3 things. Number 1, content knowledge. Okay, 5 of you will be seated here and the examiner will be giving you a small slip, that is the topic. In 2-3 minutes, you have to generate the content of the topic. The crime rate in Indore. The crime rate in Indore. To check whether you read newspapers, whether you watch TV, news. So you have to generate the content, that is number 1. Number 2, communication skills. How to agree with the person, how to disagree with the person. At a GD, you are not at all expected to use the word no. Okay. Even if I violently oppose dowry system and she says that dowry system is very good, it should be there. Just imagine. I am against dowry system or say she is for it. Nowhere in the 5-minute GD I should use the word no. No is prohibited in GD. What is the substitute word? Sorry, Miss Lata. When I say sorry, Miss Lata, it simply means that I totally disagree with you. So that word, not no, it is sorry, or I am extremely sorry, like that. So how to, this second is communications. What is the first one? Content knowledge of the topic that the examiner decides. Second is communication skills. Before these 2, number one is the etiquette, the modality, how to behave. That is the first thing. How to look at that person. Soft skills we call it. How to look at the person into the face. At the interview, there will be 3 people seated here representing the management and you are the candidate. This man asked a question, true, but you will be answering by looking at the faces of all the 3. Just because of he asked the question, sir, at my UG, I did a small part of it, say, no. Then what happens to other 2? You are not looking at them? No. Sir, thank you for the question. Now looking at all the 3, sir, at my UG, I had a small part of this one as a project. I don't know whether I am right. So you are looking at the 3. This is the same for GD also. Okay? While part of GD, you will be looking at all the other participants. This is the first part which I asked you to do by sitting under the tree. If you practice it some 20-25 days with small topics, the first is taken care of. Which one? How to turn, how to look at. Sir, you just imagine, say Josh, in your place it may be like that, but in my place, I'm sorry, it is almost just the opposite. Women don't get respected in society. Maybe yours is an educated society, also you come from say an urban area, but my village is still say how you are turning your face, you are looking. Eye contact is the most important thing in JD and interview. Eye contact. Quite a few people have no idea about how to look at people. Eye is the sum total of your person. Your eyes tell what exactly you are. So, eye contact is essentially while speaking. If you don't look at a person, it is ignoring that person. And say this is something which mothers have to take care of back at home. These days, mothers are busy because it is nuclear family. Both parents are at work. Earlier, grandmas used to take care of all these things. When grandmas in villages gave a bath to the infant, to the young baby, they used to test whether the child's eye contacts are intact by showing some object this way, and if the child turns like this, and then they used to test their hearing capacity. Our modern generation doesn't know any of these things. Grandma used to stand apart and speak something aloud and observe whether the child is turning his face this way, the source of the voice. Then grandma will go and stand there and again speak something aloud. If the child doesn't turn his or her face this way, grandma comes to a conclusion that there is something wrong with the child's audition. And it's quite, that's why I told you, you people don't know what ammas and grandmas did for us. We are like this because of them. That's why I told you, don't assign the dishwashing to them. It's an insult. They are gods, they are goddesses. They are the real goddesses. I'll give you a short story for reading. I'll send it to Dr. Shalini, which you will share. The title of the story itself is Mother. An Indian story, very Indian story. Okay, so we were talking about interview, before that group discussion, how to prepare for these two higher order by sitting under the tree during the lunch time. Practice these things in your own groups of about 5. GD should be 5 or 6. Some 20 times or say 30 times or more times with newer and newer topics. The potholes in the road, or how about outside the campus? Indore is called the cleanest city. But what did I see outside the IPS academy? We went for a cup of tea the other day. How was the surroundings there? The whole place was smeared with the spitting the beetle leaves, the red things. The whole place was covered with the saliva of all these people. Indore is called to be the cleanest city. This is a higher seat of education. Just outside the compound, there are so many gods and goddesses, including Hanuman and Kali and all there, right in front of the temple. Why Hanuman? Why Kali? Why Shiva? Mismatch, total mismatch. Think of these issues. I'm not blaming anyone. Kerala is worse than this one. My place is worse than this one. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't blame somewhere else. So, you are kept so clean from that wall onwards, just outside the wall, that is 10 inches. Outside 10 inches, we are in one of the dirtiest parts. If it was a mud or this thing, etc., it's okay. You can step and slide. But it is all neck deep saliva. The spit, the betel leaf and all those things. Red. And that too after COVID. Take up these issues. Have a discussion. How it can be avoided? How it can be avoided? Discuss. One evening, we'll have to start work. Okay, we have to plan it such a way, because it's a very dangerous job to do. But we have decided to keep the place clean. How? First, get the funds to get gloves. Get 100 pairs of gloves, because every day we have to change gloves. Then, who are going to do it? We ourselves. And what are the things needed? We need buckets, plastic buckets or say metal buckets, etc. And we have to go in a highly disciplined way and collect all those dirty things and wash those places with buckets full of water from the tap. Okay, day one. The shop vendors there, the customers there, they will be all watching you. At the same time, they will be spitting also. True. Suppose we do it repeatedly with a gap of 3 days or 4 days like that. Don't you think that the situation will improve or not? We do it 10 times in a month. 3 days gap. Come on, tell me. All of us in this dress, or say we bring some say extra garment from home in our casuals, right? And we pull on certain things. Suppose we do it 10 times in a month. Don't you think the situation outside our first gate and second gate will improve or not? What do you think? Should you wait for the Indore municipality to come with all these people and say get it cleaned? No. Indore municipality cannot take every nook and corner of the municipality. They have more serious things to attend to. Poverty is there, illness is there, hospital is on fire, so many things are there. This is something which we can do. This is the way group discussions have to go. With this, you get that, number one, as I told you, getting rid of the road fear. Why don't I drive even at this age? Do I have a car? I have road fear. Why don't you say come and speak? Crowd fear. Okay, some 30 sittings with your friends with topics like this: practical problem, creative problem. Your confidence will grow. So, number one, confidence. Number two, content knowledge. That you have to manage on your own through reading. Third one, communication skills. Don't wait for anyone. Immediately after the UG, you should be in a better position. Either a small job or preparing for higher PG program. Third one, a small job plus distance education program. Don't think of getting married. Okay? No marriage till 26 or 28. Agreed? Very good. Okay. Get ready. We'll meet sharp at 2. Quite a few have to come and talk about. Your grandma, your grandpa, some of your school teachers, without mentioning the names. Okay? Of course, about teachers you will say only good things. Nobody is going to tell about anything bad about teachers. If you have only good things to tell about the teachers, you can name the teachers. About school teachers, not anyone in the present state. Don't talk about any IPS teachers, that you can later. So, your school teachers, why some of them are really good, how they molded you, how they became mentors. Come and simply, because the moment you come and say, I still remember my primary teacher, Miss Kamala. See, we haven't met your teacher. So whatever you talk about Miss Kamala is new to us. Her qualities, her virtues, her love, sincerity. Think of any things, persons, places, events, happenings. Slowly and gradually, all of you are going to communicate in English. Thank you. Thank you.